Hey everybody. Um, I really want to talk today about that basically it's not about your healing. Um, it's not about healing all the way and and never even feeling stressed or adrenaline anymore. You'll know that you're healing when you are bouncing back quicker. That is how to gauge your healing. Not that it just goes away and never comes back. Um, it's about how quickly you acknowledge it and how it just passes. Um, this is kind of something new that I've been realizing. Everybody thinks that it's you have to be completely healed, and that's when you know that that's not how it works. It's your nervous system. So I hope everybody out there is doing really good. I know that I am, and that if you're not doing good, you're going to get there. Um, so a lot of people, they quietly carry this belief that healing from anxiety means never feeling it again. And like there's some final destination where anxiety just disappears forever. Sorry, I'm fidgeting around a lot. So they think, and if it comes back even a little, it must mean something is wrong or that all the progress is gone. I know I've gone through that many, many times. It's part of the healing process, but that idea is actually one of the biggest misconceptions about anxiety. Um, Anxiety isn't a flaw in you. It's a built-in human response. It's your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. I think we talked about that. It wants to protect you, alert you, prepare you. Even people who feel completely grounded and confident and emotionally healthy still experience anxiety at times. Um, it doesn't mean they're not healed. It means they're human. I thought I was pretty strong. I was pretty grounded. And I found that I'm just like everybody else. So a lot of people were having anxiety around me, and I thought, oh, my favorite saying was, well, what are you going to do? Take off all your clothes and run down the street naked screaming? I would always picture myself doing that when I would get stressed out, and I'd be like, it's just so silly. Lo and behold, it wasn't as silly as I thought. I haven't used that little saying that I used to, I haven't used that in a while. So healing isn't about never feeling anxiety again. It's about what happens when it shows up. We all know that. We all know that we have to react to it in a way that will show the brain that we're okay. I know that's a tough one. You're like, well, how do I do that? This morning I was feeling a little bit, I think I've been really kind of stressed. And this is good because we are reteaching ourselves how to handle stress, right? We're going to have stress in life. It's going to happen. And we want to be able to handle it. We want our nervous system to be able to handle it because apparently our nervous system didn't handle it quite too well when we fell into this. So, so I've been a little stressed, and excuse me, I've been a little stressed, And I can feel my nervous system when I wake up in the morning. Um, I can feel the cortisol. When I'm stressed out, I guess I can feel the cortisol a little bit better in the mornings. There's some mornings where I don't feel it. But now that when I feel it, it's kind of to the background now because I'm like, oh, it's that again. Like I said, that your brain's going to get bored. And I have a little bit of the oh no in the background. But now I handle it differently. I just go, oh, it's that again, and and then I just tell myself, you know what? If It doesn't matter if I'm feeling this because I am just going to just moving forward today. I'm going to keep doing whatever, and it can freaking take a back seat. I don't really care. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. Um, and every day is a little better and a little better and a little better. Um, every day, it's like there's so many hours I don't think about it anymore. I mean, I used to think about it nonstop, 24/7, because I was having the physical symptoms. And these physical symptoms will back off and you will stop thinking about it. And you'll really be surprised. But it does happen. So it's about what happens when you start feeling it, that the physical, how are you going to handle it? You're not going to freak out. You're going to go on with what you're doing. You're going to go on with your day. But I notice that when I'm stressed out, I happen to wake up with more cortisol and adrenaline in the morning now. And just a little bit. There's certain times, but I can see that the body is producing more adrenaline and cortisol because of the stress levels. And I tell myself that's good because I want to be able to handle the stress. So in my life, when it comes up again, I will be there for it and I will take care of myself and I will handle it. So before healing, um, anxiety can feel overwhelming. It lingers, it spirals, it convinces you something is wrong or that it's going to stay forever. Yeah, you might fight it, fear it, or get stuck in it for hours, days, or longer. Um, that was me. One little thought about it. And I was just going over this just recently because the last remains of this with me was that when I thought about it, even one little thought about it, I start feeling adrenaline. And when I was in it, like waist deep, I was thinking about it all day long and I was looping and looping and looping. And as I started to get better, um, that kind of backed off more and more and more. And just a couple weeks ago, even just last week, every little time I thought about it, I would feel a little bit of adrenaline coming up. And I was like, how come every time just think a little thought about it, it still keeps coming back? But then I told myself, wait, the worst things that you went through when you were in the throes of it will be the last to go because they were the strongest. So that's one of the strongest things I had going on was every time I thought about it. Now I can think about it and just get a little twinge in the past week, like nothing's really happening. And that's the healing process. It's not going to go away all the way. Stress does not go away. We live in a stressful world. What what you're gonna what you're gonna know, and when you're gonna know that you're healing is when it doesn't last for hours and hours and it just lasts. I remember people saying it doesn't go away all the way, and I was like, oh no, don't listen to this video or don't listen to this person because oh my god, it doesn't go away. That would freak me out. But now it doesn't. I'm like, oh, it doesn't go away. Well, of course, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't go away all the way. I can do this now because my nervous system has calmed down so much. Um, so okay, it doesn't go away all the way. Fine. If I get a little bit stressed, I used to get stressed out and I used to not have 24/7 anxiety. So now when I get stressed, I can feel it. I know I'm not gonna go into this full blown thing of adrenaline and cortisol. Um, as you heal, something shifts. You might still feel that same initial wave, the tight chest, the racing thoughts, the uneasy feeling, but it doesn't have the same power over you. Yeah, that's true. It does not have the same power. Um, your nervous system will heal on its own. It's amazing. I mean, you can help it along. I did a lot of breathing. I still do. I still do some breathing to help. I'm not as stressed. Excuse me. I'm not as stressed as I used to be. I used to be a super stressed out person, and I believe that my blood pressure has come down a lot. I used to have red cheeks all the time. I don't have that as bad as I used to, and I've learned through this experience that I've learned how to calm myself down. I've learned that I can calm myself down, that I don't have to be stressed out all day long. I've just learned how to handle my stress a lot better. Um, but you'll recognize it faster. It doesn't have the same power over you, but you'll recognize it faster. You don't panic about the anxiety itself. And most importantly, you recover from it much quicker. um, that's been happening. That's the real sign of healing, how fast you bounce back. Instead of, why is this happening again? I thought that I was over this. I went through that. It's in stages. I used to think, oh my God, it's coming back. It doesn't come back. That's stress. I fell into that trap of, oh my God, it's coming back. Just making the adrenaline just. Um, it becomes, oh, this feeling again. I know what this is. And it goes away quicker. Instead of getting pulled into a long spiral, it might pass in minutes. Or even if it lingers, it doesn't control your entire day. Think of it like a storm. Before healing, it feels like you're stuck in the middle of it with no shelter. No, I know. I know. And everybody around me knew too. I was always just this. It's hard to explain. We don't even need to explain it. We know what it is. But after healing, the storm might still come, but now you have a place to stand. You understand it. And you trust that it will pass. And it usually does, much faster than before. In a strange way, anxiety coming back can actually show you how much you've healed. Because when it comes back, it actually doesn't really come back. You can look at it. You look at it in a different way. And like I was saying, you look at it and you go, oh, this is just stress. What is causing this? Because it's really not what I used to think it was before. So this way you can look at it and say, what's my body trying to tell me? Like repressed emotions, some stuff I need to get out, some stuff I still need to feel. That was a really good one for me. And I still do that now. If I feel it coming up, I'm like, oh, well, I've got, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. I lost my nephew. Then I lost some really loved pets. And then you have just the overall fear in life of all kinds of things. Life is very stressful. The world around us is chaotic and crazy right now. In a strange way, you explain your anxiety to yourself differently once your nervous system starts calming down, and your reaction to it is different. You're calmer. You're less afraid of the feeling itself. You don't attach meaning to it like you used to. And that's you healing. That's growth. So if you ever feel anxiety again, it doesn't erase your progress. It doesn't mean you've gone backwards. I don't know why we fall into that belief. I mean, I did many, many times. It's really hard when your body is saying that stuff to you to rationalize it. And it, it's really hard to rationalize it when you have adrenaline in your body and you're in like major fear mode. But healing is not the absence of anxiety, it's the ability to experience it and still feel in control of yourself. And that is my whole point today, is that don't um, don't confuse the two. Healing is not about not feeling anything anymore. Healing is about feeling it and then bouncing back and having a normal day and knowing that you're going to be okay. Feeling the stress and anxiety for a few minutes rather than a few weeks. Um, that is when you know that you're healed. Is when you know the difference. You can see that you're not experiencing it for hours and hours and hours. That you're experiencing it for a couple minutes, and then you say, "Okay, I know what's happening. What's my body trying to tell me? Not what's going on here. Oh my God, it's coming back." You will start saying to yourself, "Okay, what does my body need? What's my body trying to say to me?" I'm repeating myself, but you guys get the idea. So everything's going to be okay.